Welcome to SimpleKidsCrafts.com, episode 830, how to make personal electronics for your dolls, phones, MP3s, TV, camera, tablet, computer, and laptop. In this episode, we will be using templates that you can download from SimpleKidsCrafts.com. To replace them, you can also use an image from a circular, magazine, book, or newspaper. Start by covering the template with transparent tape. Then glue the template onto a piece of cardboard, cardstock, or foam. It can be black, white, or color depending on the color of your foam. Cut. To decorate, you can also add stickers, beads, or whatever you want on the back of your foam. Start by choosing your template. Cover the controls with transparent tape. Cut. Then draw the MP3 screen on a piece of gray paper or foam. Cut and set aside. And for the body of the MP3 player, draw the template. Then reverse the template and draw it again. Cut and set aside. To make the headphones, I'll use a piece of elastic cord, but you can use tooth floss, color floss, wires, or any kind of thread that you want. Take the thread and measure under your doll's waist all the way to the top of her head, and cut a piece of thread that is twice this length. Using the thread, measure from your doll's ear and then to the other ear, leaving about 2 centimeters below the chin. And make a knot. Then, cut a thin piece of plastic from a straight recycled bottle. Measure using your doll's head from one ear to the other. Cut and bend into shape. Glue the thread on each side of the headband. Then glue the googly eyes on top of the wire. Tip: if you don't have googly eyes, you can use buttons, foam, flat beads, or a recycled pill container like this one. Now let's put all the pieces together. Make a few more knots to the rest of the headband cord. Attach the wire to the body of the MP3. Fold. Then glue the control panel. And now the viewing screen. Paint, let it dry. Use the googly eyes to draw 2 circles in a piece of foam. Cut and attach the foam circles inside of the headband. My last tip is that if you are using a piece of plastic that is not flexible like the one that I used, you can use a rubber band to hold the headphones in place until they take the shape of your doll's head. Or you can cut a piece of plastic that already comes with a rounded shape. Start by covering the screen and the remote with clear tape. Cut. Outline the screen and the remote onto a piece of black foam. Cut. Glue the screen and the remote onto a piece of foam. And to make the base, I'll be using a heavy washer. This will add weight to my base. Copy the washer twice onto a piece of foam. Cut. Glue both circles to the washer. Cut a foam rectangle. Glue and roll. Cut out the excess. Make a small hole at the top of the circular base. Glue the roll onto the base. Trim if needed. and glue the TV screen onto the base. Cut the template that you want. Select the material that you want to work with. I'll be working with foam in a gray scale. I'll be using gray, white, black, and silver, but at home feel free to use whatever colors you want. Copy the template pieces onto a piece of foam. Copy the body of the camera twice, side by side, and the smaller lens in the same color foam, and a strip for the body of the lens. Copy the bigger lens and the flash in the silver foam. Then cut a small square of red foam to make the recording button. Cut a small piece of gray foam or paper to make the viewing screen. Cut a piece of ribbon or thread and tie a knot, then glue it to the corner of the body of the camera. Now we're ready to assemble our camera. To make the main lens, put a bit of glue on the lens strip, roll, and compare the size to the lens size. Trim, glue it to the body of the camera, then glue the circle lens on top, followed by the lens cap and the flash. Put a bit of glue at the corner of the camera and attach the recording button, and finally the viewing screen to the back. And decorate. If you want, you can add extra details to your camera, like a control panel at the back, by using foam shapes, circles, squares, or triangles. Even change the color of the camera and use plastic gems as lenses. Start by covering the template with transparent tape. Cut. Then, trace the template onto a piece of foam, cardboard, or cardstock. Cut. And attach the two pieces together. To decorate the back of your tablet, you can use stickers, plastic gems, and even glitter. Start by covering the screen and the keyboard on the template with clear tape. Cut out the screen and the keyboard. Outline the screen and the keyboard onto a piece of black foam. Cut. Glue the screen and the keyboard onto the foam. And to make the base for the screen, cut a foam rectangle. Glue and roll, and cut out the excess. For the bottom of the base, I'll be using a heavy washer to add weight. Copy the washer twice onto a piece of foam. Cut. Glue both circles onto the washer. And then make a hole on the top. Glue on the roll onto the base, trim if needed, and glue on the computer screen onto the base. To make the mouse, you can use an empty recycled pill case. Cut. Paint the inside with several coats of nail polish. And make the mousepad by using a small square of foam and giving it shape. Tips: if you don't have the washer to make the base, you can use a piece of heavy cardstock. Cut a rectangle to make the base, then a thin strip to make the triangle stand. Glue in place. Then glue to the base. And finally, glue on the screen. Cover the notebook or laptop that you want with transparent tape. Cut. Fold. Trace a shape twice onto a piece of foam. Cut. Glue the pieces of foam to both the back and the bottom of the laptop. And decorate using stickers, beads, or whatever you want. Now, you have a laptop that opens and closes easily.